Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, in these ongoing meditation sessions, we mainly try to share some authentic information for yourself to build up a very clear spiritual path. So, getting right information is very important. There are many informations, but yourself, if you put that all information to work yourself, and maybe in this very limited time period, you can't get the right result. So that's why it's yourself, it is your own responsibility. When you spend your time for some kind of any practice, always see how it is profitable and what kind of result you can gain. Because most of time in day-to-day life, even though we spend our time and even we gain some result, that result itself take us to another action or another doubt or another problem. So that way, it's not going to be a complete result. So it's kind of like a take you away from this moment towards the forward. There are a lot of information like that. So as example, syllabus. You know, when the students or the children follow and cover up the syllabus, from beginning to end, it's always the whole year sometimes. They keep chasing, maybe 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. They always look towards that outside. They go behind. They keep chasing something. Of course, for the moment they fulfill, but still it is a kind of like a become endless journey. But meditation should not be like that. When you sit for meditation, it always, you have to settle down and you have to complete with the moment. Just be satisfied with the moment, with your posture, with your sitting, with your breathing, with your recognition. Just be satisfied. Don't go beyond that. And even when you sit for meditation, once you settle down, when you recognize the breathing, and you should let go the idea of practicing meditation. Because with that idea, sometimes it takes you to jump beyond the moment. So that's kind of like expectations build up in you little by little while you practice. It should not happen. The very reason is this. When it comes to tiredness, always remember, when it comes to tiredness, we mainly focus to the body. But the thing is, body has the power to recover itself very fast. Why people more get tired? Not because of the physical activities. It's because of their mental behavior. So as example, if you have the anger, hatred, jealousy, you get tired very easily. And at the same time, when you have a strong desires, you get tired very easily. And when you have the comparison, you get tired very easily. And when you have unsatisfactory nature, you get tired very easily. When other people don't appreciate you, you get tired very easily. When other people don't make comments on you, when other people don't give a good feedback regarding your work or yourself, then you get tired very easily. Those are the things that we get tired. That mental tiredness affects for your whole nerve system. And as a result of that, it affects for your blood flow. And then as a result of that, then you're going to feel it from your muscles, from your body as a pain. But it is not the physical pain. It's a come from the mind. So when you practice meditation, if you don't settle down with the moment, the recognition, what happened, if you look into forward, then you have the unnecessary desires build up in you. And agitation, and at the same time, that always wanting start to come. And then time to time you recognize you itself not comfortable, you itself not relaxed. And then you become more struggle yourself, thinking it is your body. No, it is not the body, because the behavior of your mind. So that's why calming down and be satisfied, just knowingly, moment by moment by moment. If I bring a simile to this example, you know that the sand timer, and after 1 hour you turn to other side, it called another way called hourglass and sand clock. So see, it's a 1 hour, but for the moment it releases only little bit sand. For the moment it releases only little bit sand. So the whole bottle, even though it hold 1 hour related sand, it doesn't matter that what big the bottle, whatever the shape, the releasing moment is the important thing. From top to bottom, that the sand, the separation, that is the important thing. That moment of release is kind of like the moment of your sensation. So try to settle down with it. Be satisfied. Only thing is just knowingly observe it, be with it. And it will bring the total satisfaction to your moment. And it will bring the harmony. And it will bring the newness to yourself because anymore you're not depending from the past to the future. That newness will recharge your all this bioelectricity, because the memory itself weaken your bioelectricity. Another way we call vitality, energy, strength. So it is very necessary for you. So through meditation, when you settle down, when you calm down, when you allow things to happen as it is, and it start to build up. So then look into your mind. And when it comes to life, the most difficult thing to understand, we can see the moon, the sun, the Mars, and we can build up huge telescopes and focus to the universe, and very difficult things we can go into the laboratory and cut down to pieces and recognize and look at the virus. Within few months they're capable to understand the behavior of it and build up a vaccination. So the people are so smart to analyze things, but when it comes to reality, the most difficult part to understand is our own mind. We don't understand this thoughts behavior. Morning is something, evening is something. And today, when you see in the very first time, 1 hour, you say, I like it. And then the very next hour, you say, I hate it. And in the moment you say, I want it. And then in the very next moment, you say, I don't want it. So deeper in ourselves, we hold it to that kind of behavior. And so we have to understand that from where this come and why this happened. But go into that and take that thoughts to our hands and start to analyze, we can't do it. So then what we need to do? The best, settle down with the moment. When you settle down with the moment, you build up certain kind of strength with the clarity. So that's the important thing. Without clarity, you can't bring the mental strength. The most of people wrongly understand regarding certain things. They want to have the strength, but it come out of the clarity. And it's same like with the body. With the dirty body, we will never have the physical strength. It's never going to happen. When your body is dirty, your strength going to become weaker. So the mind is the same. When your mind with too much things, your mind going to become weaker. The unclarity mind lose the strength. So that's why when you purify the mind, what will happen? It will start to become stronger. So that the purified mind doesn't mean you start to bring some thoughts. And even some kind of chanting doesn't work. You're repeating some kind of words again and again and again. It doesn't work. Look at the world. If it is work, we should see things. It's like that. It make us kind of like a hyper. And kind of like, the mantras, that kind of things take us to kind of like a separation from the moment. So it's good for certain level, but it doesn't bring the clarity. Clarity come out of allowing your mind to settle down, being in the present moment. There's no any other place for your mind. Don't look for that. There's nothing to look. There are only 3 places: past, future and the present. And you know your past is already dead. So buried it. Don't wake it up. All the ghosts going to come behind you if you start to dig your past. Do it. Do it for a 1 day from this moment to backward. Do it for 1 day. You will see your mind will going to go crazy. You become unsatisfied. Why? Because it is dead. It can't bring the satisfaction. So it's dead. Don't address to that dead. Why? Because then the ghost going to come behind you. And the future. We don't know what will happen. It's a dream. So then you know yourself what is the nature of the dream. It is not real. And you can't achieve it. So what is real? Reality is your present moment. But that is the most neglected moment in our life. So then try to get into that. No matter whatever the situation you go through, even today or tomorrow or maybe one day in your life, you will remember this. Keep this as tools. Those are little tools for your meditation or your spiritual path, your ordinary life, because your life going to have very hard times, and maybe in the future you're going to have very, very difficult time with the people, society, and even with your own mind. So then the most important thing is come to the reality. Reality means your present moment. And be with it. Appreciate that you have this moment. It doesn't matter whatever you lose. Even it says you lose your eye, ear, nose, that all the skin, the muscles, but still your awareness with your mind capable to be satisfied. So, but we don't see that because we always into outside. But naturally we come to that every day. Whatever we do, and somehow you find a way a little bit, settle down yourself. Even though you with your husband, wife, children, friends and family members and with the partners and whatever you do, how far you can do it? You can't do anything for 24 hours non-stop. Look at, some it's only for a few hours. Then after that, unknowingly what happened, you deeply take a time to settle down. So what we does here, we take a conscious action for that. That's it. Otherwise, you do things, maybe you watching the TV and maybe you not aware what's going on TV. You don't care. Maybe you watching the war, but you don't care. Maybe in your mind, you go to something, settle down to there. So it's unconsciously your mind take that time. But now with the meditation, what happened? You take a conscious decision to go there, knowingly, and you become connected with the real moment. So out of that, you bring the clarity. So when the clarity arises, when the clarity is there, when the newness there, the strength going to be there. So now you should know the mental strength, how the weakness, tiredness come, that tiredness come out of the mind, unclarity mind. So don't go behind the physical. It is okay, you take a rest, of course you need to sleep and rest, but the major important part is the mind, especially with the emotions, desires, so don't interfere with that things too much and try to be satisfied. It is difficult, but once you know you will behave. Only thing is because we don't know. And that's why we used to be like that. But once you know, well, you will experience, and then you know what to do. So then, and how you can build up the strength, remember, it is not by thinking. Finding the clarity. So where the clarity? Purity in reality. What is reality means? The present moment. Nothing else. So the present moment. So tune to that. Be with it. No matter what. Even you're going to ready to, you're going to die in that very moment. Death not going to make you afraid or fearful or worry. It's not going to happen. There are a lot of people died with the happy mind. And as you know, the Socrates, just forget about ordinary people. Even we no need to take the Buddha or all that enlightened masters. But in Socrates, he chose himself the death, and he died happily. How people can do that? Because once you into the present moment, it doesn't matter whatever that you go through with the environment. Even it doesn't matter whatever the physical, the difficulties that you go through, still you are capable to find your balance. But the thing is, the most of time when situations come, we just go beyond and we start to think, and we get panic, we become worried. And then rather than the situation, your mind kill you. It happened, and through the many psychological scientific research has done, and it shows that how the mind can kill even from the ancient time, thousand years ago, and the people knew that science, and your mind can kill you, not the outside situation. So then always look into that and remember, and keep calm your thoughts. So it cannot do by thinking. That is the major important thing. How you can be tuned to the present moment. So another way, wherever you are, be there with whatever you do. Wherever you are, be there with whatever you do. Each and every place and the moment has its own beauty and quality. Just that, that's it. If you can try to, go with that. So once you tune to that, and how it going to make you more matured person, that's the thing. What is the outcome when you come to that level? The outcome is, one is flexibility, very expensive, very rare. Flexibility. Once you have the purity, you gain the strength, and once you have the clarity, you gain the strength, and out of the strength that whatever you see, it become more clear, and that newness, understanding, build up the flexibility in your mind, mental flexibility. Look our life, we lose that. We people are kind of like rocks, and people are kind of like very kind of like a robot. They don't have the flexibility. When you don't have the flexibility, what happens? So there's a mental flexibility effect for your body. And that is where you lose most of time your mobility. So once you lose your mobility, you lose your all abilities. And once you lose your abilities, you have no life. But the beginning point is your flexibility. So the flexibility means the mental flexibility. So that is the benefit you gain. And when you become an enlightened master, that is what they have. They come out of this preconditioned mind. They don't have a version. And they act appropriately according to the necessary cause and conditions. They don't have a kind of like the structure already built up. Oh, I will do this way, I will do that way. They don't do that. They go with the moment. Why? Because the flexibility. So that's what you build up. And that flexibility, little by little, allow you to, when you have the flexibility, what is the next that you gain? The ability to improve. When there is no flexibility, there is no improvement. So anything that if you see improve, growth, development, the base is, bottom line is, it has a flexibility. So in case if someone, and even yourself, if there is no growth, no development, no improvement, the very reason you don't have flexibility. So why you don't have flexibility? You don't have the newness. Why you don't have the newness? You don't have the clarity. And why you don't have the clarity? You so weak. And why you have that weakness? You lose the ability to tune to the reality. Why you lose the reality? Because you depend on the past or the future. So once you recognize that, your life going to build up little by little, your path going to become more clear. Once you know this, how this mechanism happened, and what is this system, once you know this science inside you, mental science, and you start to work for yourself rather than outside, you spend more time on you. You know, that's the important thing. And even I come every day and we do this session like this. You know, whole day, you know, I mostly work inside me to build up a better structure. You know, every day. Even while I go to sleep, you know, that's what I do. I build up a good, you know, structure, because day by day, when you do it, you start to see. So that's what you need. Once you have that you will see how how the experience going to be. So that's why try to get this information and apply it to yourself and go with it and work with these tools, and then you will see how strong your mind and what are the capabilities that you can have and you can develop in this life, and you will see a lot of unnecessary, you know, that information took our life away. So don't allow it to happen. So nothing wrong with things, but you have to understand what is profitable and what is unprofitable, and then tune to whatever profitable. So if you have that discipline yourself, and that will help you to grow little by little inside you. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit ourselves now. So your right palm on your left and neck, get straight in one line and be comfortable with your posture. So bring your attention to yourself and say, Sopatveva, or may I be well and happy, 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. When it happens through the sensation, recognize it. Do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deeds, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata chammi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya dhammanu dhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi Attaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadi maranam ha paribunjisami idam me punya kammang asavattaya hotu sabba dukkha pamunchutu. Bless you.